Hey there, this is Susie Meadows, and I work with the National Audubon Society under the Seabird Restoration Project, also known as Project Puffin. And we are mainly based here in Mid-Coast, Maine, and I manage the Project Puffin Visitor Center, which is located right on Main Street in Rockland, Maine. And so today I thought it would be really fun to walk you through how to draw a puffin using common shapes. And puffins are really fun to draw. They're really pretty simple by putting together some common shapes that we know about, some ovals and some rectangles, some triangles, maybe using some letters that we know to compose this charismatic seabird that is found along the coast here in Maine. So let's get started. So we're going to start with using an egg shape. And when I am thinking of an egg shape, I'm reminded of a question of how many eggs does a puffin lay? And so this is going to be the time of year that these seabirds are coming back to their nesting islands off the coast. And they meet up with their same mate, and they return to oftentimes the same burrow that they use, and together they are just laying, the female just lays one egg per season, which is and so it takes about 6 weeks for the parents to incubate the egg, and then another 6 weeks for once that chick hatches for it to develop into a juvenile puffin. And does anyone know what a young puffin chick is called? The name matches the cuteness to the chick itself, and the name of a young puffin chick is called a puffling. So, all right, back to our egg shape. So we're going to connect the body to the head by using the sides of an H. So just two little lines here. It's going to connect the body to the head. And this H here reminds me of the puffin's favorite food. It's a fish that they like to eat. And then they need very many of them to survive, and for their chicks to survive. And they're herring. They really like these small little fish. They're fatty, they're high in calories, so really good for the young chicks to eat because they're small enough for them to eat whole. They eat these fish whole. All right, so we're going to move on, and we're going to put a head onto this puffin, and it's just going to be kind of a big round oval shape, more round than oval. So something like that. Maybe overlap. It's also good to maybe draw in pencil because mistakes can be erased more easily. All right, we've got our oval head here, and the next shape that we're going to work with is a triangle, and we're going to use a triangle for the beak. So the beak's going to just go on the side here, and we'll just do something like that. All right. So speaking of, we'll stay with our triangular shape, and moving all the way from the beak to the tail, we'll add a large kind of triangular shape to the tail. So something like that. And you can play around with this. Okay. All right, so we've used some ovals, more oblong ovals, some round ovals. We've used some triangles here. Next, we're gonna fill in the face, and we're gonna kind of create a half moon shape to outline the white face mask of a puffin. So we'll just come up here and meet right here in the middle of the head, and we can almost follow this same bottom line. Come up like that. So we'll fill in now the white face mask here. This will stay white, and we'll use another letter. And we're going to use the letter L. So we're going to come down, but the foot is going to kind of kick out, and you can kind of weight it like that. And then we'll come over in the eye and connect the top part of the L to the bottom L to make the eye, and you can fill that in. So it's looking more like a puffin, right? So then we'll migrate from the head down to the feet, and we'll add our webbed feet. So puffins have webbed feet because they're seabirds. So they're swimming around in the ocean, and along with their wings, which propel them through the water, their feet are also helping them swim. So we'll start with two rectangles. Well, one rectangle here for the first leg, and then we'll add the webbed foot, which again kind of borrows on the triangular shape. So you can just come out one kind of curved line and come up here. You can see that's almost a triangle here. And puffins have 3 toes, and so you can make little, like almost the number 3. You can go 1 like that, right? So we'll come over here, do another rectangle, come out and out here, and the number 3. All right, so I'm going to add a few more details to our puffin. They have white bellies, so we need to give this guy or gal a white chest. So we'll just kind of go like that. And the basic shape of a puffin is made. Pretty simple. And now we can go in and you can erase some of these lines that are connecting some of these shapes to the body of the puffin. So you can erase this line if you want. Oops. This guy can still be connected. You can come up and erase this body line. Right. And then you can erase this line. Oops. Keep that one there. All right. So, puffins are primarily black and white, so you can fill in the black part of the body. And for being quick about this, just big black zigzaggy lines. Come all the way up here. Don't forget the top part of the head. And fill this part in. And now we can put down our black marker and pick up our orange one, because that's one thing that puffins are really kind of known for, are their orange beaks or their orange bills. And an orange bill, it helps to attract mates. So the brighter the bill indicates that you're a better mate, means that you can catch more fish that have those that are more fatty, like herring. And so the more fish that you can catch and eat directly goes to the coloration of the bill. So just color this in orange. And if you have some yellow marker, you can leave some streaks to maybe add a yellow line or two. This little piece in the middle is kind of blue or gray, so you can kind of play with that color and fill that in. All right, and now the feet are webbed, and you can erase these lines, the rectangles connecting to these webbed feet. You can erase that line and color these feet in. And then one little detail, if you want to add, puffins have 3 toes, so you can add little claws here. And the claws are really important because puffins dig out burrows. They use these claws to get rid of some of the old nesting material that's found in the burrow. Some puffins that nest where it's really dirt, the ground is more dirt than rock. They use their claws to dig out earthen burrows up in Iceland or Newfoundland. So these claws are very important. Okay, well here we've got our young, or a puffin, and you can maybe go back and make this, you can add or take away if you want to make them bigger or smaller. But there's your general puffin shape. And they're really fun to draw, and once you get used to drawing them, they can become really easy. And if you have siblings that you're home with, or friends that you FaceTime with, you can make a game out of it and see who can draw a puffin in the quickest amount of time. And you can judge whose is better. Anyway, but there's a new game that you can play for these times. So we do have a website if you'd like to learn more about us. It's projectpuffin.audubon.org. And we also have an online store, and on our website you can find where our store is at. We've got all things puffin related. Got a lot of children's books that are puffin themed. And this time of year, I'm hearing lots of birds outside in the backyard. And so we have lots of field guides. If you need to update your field guide, we can help you with that. So there's our drawing a puffin using common shapes, and I should add letters and put some numbers. So I hope you enjoyed it and you learn more about Project Puffin.